Welcome, and thank you for participating on our call today. The topic is how to make seminar marketing work for you. Now, just so you know, the majority of you on the call are in the estate planning industry. You're from all parts of the country, from big firms to small firms, and some of you are solo practitioners. I know many of you already conduct seminars, and I hope this call gives you the information you need to make your seminars more effective. And I also know there are many of you who don't do seminars currently, but you're thinking about it. And I hope this call gives you the information you need to decide to make seminars a part of your marketing plan. This is a webinar that will have specific impact on your business. By the end, you will have learned specific information that you can apply immediately to grow your business. Now, we have a lot to cover, but before we get started, I want to let you know that when you have a question that comes up, simply type your question in the box provided, and we'll make sure it gets answered either during the call or afterward. At the end of the call, you'll also find out how to receive a free private consultation and a personalized marketing plan for your business, so be sure to stay tuned for that. To get started, I want to take just a few minutes to let you know my credentials, and the reason why is in a seminar, it's important to open with your credentials because people want to know who you are, what your expertise is, and why they should listen to you. So I'm going to start with my credentials. First, I have a degree in advertising from the University of Oregon. I also have a master's degree in communication, and my emphasis was on how to advertise and communicate with people to help them make buying decisions, especially for highly complex, high-ticket, elective services. As for my work experience, prior to starting my own marketing firm, I worked for Gray Advertising in Los Angeles, which at the time was the third largest ad agency in the nation. I worked in almost every department, which gave me a good insight into how a traditional agency or one focused more on branding operates and serves its clients. Then I was recruited to work for Jay Abraham, the highest paid marketing consultant in America, and he's an expert in direct response marketing. That's where I honed my direct response copywriting skills, and I wrote the promotions to Philip Jay's boot camp training programs. In 1990, I opened Dunn & Associates, a marketing firm that guarantees results. And we can guarantee results because we created a list of 10 key ingredients that go into every promotion we create, and that's based on our research in direct response advertising and human decision making. And because communicating with groups is a proven way to help people make decisions, we became the seminar marketing experts. Since 1991, we've worked with estate planning attorneys as well as financial planners. In fact, many of the attorneys we work with also own financial firms. In 1993, we co-founded the American Academy of Estate Planning Attorneys, and for the next 4 years, we developed the Academy's marketing materials and consulted with its members. In 1997, we sold our interest in the Academy, but we retained the rights to virtually all of the marketing materials we developed. Today, what we do is we continue to help estate and financial planning firms as Dunn & Associates, but we focus solely on marketing. We don't provide continuing education or practice management assistance, just marketing to grow your business. Now let me share with you the story of our first estate planning client. To generate new clients, we used to cut out ads in the newspaper that we thought we could improve on. And we'd send a letter to the advertiser letting them know we could create an ad that would produce significantly more response, and we guaranteed it. We asked for a deposit of $1,000. We then created an ad that they ran, and if it didn't produce response to their satisfaction, we returned their deposit. If it did increase response, we retained their deposit, and they retained the use of our ad. Well, one of the ads we cut out was a Living Trust seminar ad. And the ad looked nice. It had a picture of a family and information about the seminar. And the attorney was happy with the response he was getting. He was getting about 25 reservations to his seminars. But the ad didn't have the ingredients we knew would work better. So we sent our letter to the attorney, letting him know we thought we could increase his response, and we asked him to send us $1,000, which he did. We then created an ad based on our 10 key ingredients. And the attorney approved the ad, and we placed it in 2 newspapers, the LA Times and the Daily Breeze. But then what happened is the attorney got cold feet because he actually thought his ad was better than ours, and he was afraid to spend a lot of money on advertising and not get at least the response he was used to, so he tried to pull the ads that we had placed, but it was too late to stop the first ad. And I want to share with you the letter that he sent to me after that ad ran. It says, "Dear Kathryn, I am overwhelmed. The results of your new ad have gone far beyond our wildest expectations. When you first contacted our firm, we felt we were the seminar promotion experts, having advertised and given over 700 seminars in the last 4 years. So when you said that you could design a better ad and explained that we would get our $1,000 fee back if you failed to, we felt, okay, what have we got to lose? Frankly, we were very skeptical of your chances of coming up with a better ad than what we had time tested. Furthermore, when we got into the process of actually designing the new ad, we did not feel your suggestions would work. I was so personally overcome by last-minute doubts that I attempted to withdraw the ad from publication. A funny thing then happened. We were unable to pull the ad from the LA Times, so it ran there once. In one day, we received about 20 responses, which was about 3 times the normal amount of responses we get. We then decided to take a chance to run the ad in the Daily Breeze as well. In 3 days of running it, we received 130 seminar reservations, again between 2 and 3 times our normal pull. Needless to say, we are now very ecstatic about the ad and intend to continue to run it as long as we get these kinds of results. We also intend to have you review and revise our other firm advertising. I hope that you will use this latter to persuade potential clients of the benefits of your services. From there, once the attorney ran that ad, this attorney also had a financial planning firm, so we created an ad for his retirement seminars as well, and it also produced stellar response. So at this point, what we did is we began working exclusively with estate and financial firms all over the country. We found a niche that we wanted to focus our business on, and we went to work developing a turnkey marketing system that we could share with practices nationwide. Now let's talk about what's going to happen for the rest of this call. First, we'll talk about why seminars should be a part of your marketing plan. We'll also let you know when, where, and how to conduct seminars for the best results. We'll cover how to advertise seminars to get the highest attendance. And finally, we'll talk about how you can follow an already proven seminar marketing system so you don't have to reinvent the wheel or waste money on ineffective advertising. Now, it's important to understand what an effective marketing plan is before we can understand how seminars work into that plan. Most practices don't have a formal marketing plan in place, so if you think that you're alone in that, you're not. And the reason why is because it probably sounds too complex. Marketing is a complex term. If I asked 100 people what marketing is, I'd probably get 100 different answers. So I'm going to help you with this one. In order to promote your practice effectively, you'll need to implement a 3-stage marketing plan. And to give you a visual picture of how marketing should work, think of marketing as a big funnel with the big end at the top and the small end at the bottom, and divide that funnel into 3 horizontal stages. The top stage, the widest stage, is lead generation. That's what we call it, lead generation. The middle stage is lead conversion, and the bottom stage is referral generation. The top stage, the lead generation stage, is where we do marketing to fill up the pipeline. This is where we use external advertising in the mass media, like newspaper, direct mail, radio, to get people to raise their hands and let us know that they're interested in our products or services. An offer of something free, like a free seminar, is a proven way to lower the barriers of resistance and get people to respond. Now, some of the leads that you'll attract in the lead generation stage of marketing will be ready to buy from you immediately. Others who aren't ready to make a decision yet will be entered in your database, or should be entered in your database, so that you can continue marketing to them in the lead conversion stage of marketing. The lead conversion stage is where we compel prospects to finally make a buying decision, and we achieve this through effective sales scripts during your consultations, because your consultation is a sales process, and to be most effective, you would need to have a script or a process that you follow systematically. So a conversion could happen through your effective consultation. It can also happen through effective follow-up phone scripts that your staff would use to follow up with people who've shown interest. It can also be achieved through the use of compelling letters that we mail to prospects in our database. It's all the activities that take place from the time a prospect inquires about your service to the time they become a paying client. Now, if you don't have a database where you maintain contact information for people who inquire about your services, or if you're not regularly mailing to your database, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. You're not converting as many people as you could be, and you're not leveraging your advertising budget. Now, the last stage is the referral generation stage, and this is where we implement systems to generate more referrals than you naturally already receive from your clients and prospects. If you receive just one extra referral from each person you met with, you would more than double your business. So in order for your marketing plan to be the most cost-effective, you have to have marketing activities working in all three stages all at the same time. It's only then that you'll be squeezing every last drop of juice out of the orange, with the orange being your marketing budget. But the truth of it is that most practices spend a lot of money on external marketing in the first stage to generate new leads, but they ignore the next two stages. And just so you know, lead generation marketing costs 6 times more money than lead conversion and referral marketing. Once you have a completely integrated 3-stage marketing plan working in your practice, you'll eventually be able to spend less money on external marketing because you'll be more effective at converting prospects and generating referrals. In other words, you'll be able to do more business with fewer leads. So this is a great incentive to get an integrated marketing plan in place. Now let's understand how seminars fit in the lead generation stage of marketing, because that's where they fit. First, there are really only 2 ways to meet prospective clients in person. One is at a seminar, and the other is at your office in a consultation. Those are really the only 2 ways that you can meet in person with somebody. So you can run ads offering a seminar, or you can run ads offering a consultation. Both approaches do work and are both recommended, but seminar marketing is the most cost-efficient method of marketing. So if you're not currently doing that, you absolutely want to make that part of your marketing plan. The only reason you wouldn't want to is if for some reason you don't like to do seminars. If you don't like to speak, if you just don't like to do it and you don't want to do it, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. But other than that, they really should be a part of your lead generation marketing. Seminar ads generate the highest response at the lowest cost per lead. That's why you want to make them a mainstay of your lead generation marketing. They generate 3 times more response than a consultation ad does, and it makes sense when you think about it, why that's so. Seminar marketing attracts people who are at all levels of decision making, from those who are just starting to think about your product or service to those actively seeking the right professional to provide that product or service. So in effect, this is a chance for people to meet you and your staff and evaluate you in a non-threatening environment, and there's no obligation. Consultation advertising, on the other hand, attracts only those people who are far enough along in the decision-making process to feel comfortable enough to schedule a private consultation with you in your office one-on-one. Anyone early in the decision-making process would not feel comfortable making an appointment because they know they would be putting themselves in a sales position and they don't want to feel uncomfortable. So a seminar is a perfect way to get your prospects to feel comfortable enough to make an appointment. So these are the reasons seminars attract a high response and are recommended as part of an effective lead generation strategy. Also, seminars help people make decisions. And I want to go through the 3 different levels of decision-making that we all go through because we're all human. There's simple decision-making, there's moderately complex decision-making, and there's highly complex decision-making. Simple decision-making is when you're buying something that you buy all the time and the cost is low, like toothpaste or milk or something like that. We buy it all the time, so there's really no information that we need to make that decision. Moderately complex decision-making occurs when we're making a decision about something we don't buy as often and it has a higher cost, like a small appliance, like a hair dryer, toaster, something like that. We don't purchase these items as often and they do cost more, so we need more information to make this decision, and that's why a lot of us will turn to Consumer Reports or something like that for more information. A highly complex decision is when we're buying something we buy once in a lifetime or rarely in a lifetime, and it has a high cost. This can include estate planning, financial planning, surgery, like an elective surgery. It can include a house, something we buy once or rarely. And to make this decision, we need a lot of information and the right type of information in order to feel comfortable enough to make this buying decision. The industries that we work in are highly complex decisions. for people. They need the right type of information to make this complex decision. And that's why seminars are perfectly suited to assist us in the sales process. Seminars allow us 1 hour or more with prospects, during which time we can give them the information that they need to help them take the next step in the decision-making process. Now, there are a lot of details that go into conducting an effective seminar, and all of them are important. It is all in the details, and almost everyone can make improvements in their seminars. Now, many professionals believe the purpose of a seminar is to educate the public. They think if they can just demonstrate their knowledge and communicate appropriate information, they'll convince people to buy their services. But the results from this approach are usually poor. Although education is a byproduct of a seminar, the primary goal of your seminar should be to motivate your audience to schedule appointments with you. So the key word is motivation. The purpose of your seminar must be to do one thing, and that is to motivate people to schedule appointments. And once you have that perspective, you'll see that every step in a seminar marketing system is designed to get people to say yes. They say yes when they see your ad or read your direct mail letter. And once you have that perspective, you'll see that every step in this seminar marketing system is designed to get people to say yes. They say yes when they see your promotion and make a reservation. They say yes when they get in their car and come to your seminar. They say yes at the seminar when they make an appointment with you. They say yes when they get a reminder call from your staff the day before their appointment. They say yes when they come to your office for that consultation. And when you finally sit down with that prospect in your office, that prospect has said yes, 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 yes. The details get people to say yes. Details in the pre-seminar planning stage, details in the seminar itself, and then details in the post-seminar activities. And I'm going to review each of these stages and give you my recommendations. First, let's talk about scheduling seminars. For high attendance, you'll want to run a sweep of seminars. A sweep is like a broom, a sweep. A sweep is 2 or more seminars in a 1-week period, with a week being from Sunday to Saturday. For example, if we had a seminar on Tuesday and Thursday of this week, that would be a sweep. Listing a sweep of seminars in your ad will attract more attendees and will help you amortize the cost of your marketing over a number of seminars rather than just one. Seminars in a sweep should be at different facilities in different areas or neighborhoods rather than at the same facility. And to keep your advertising costs at their lowest, it's important that you situate your seminars within your media circulation area. And this is really important for major markets where you've got a newspaper that has a big circulation, but you do your seminars all in one little area. The use of a zoned section of your paper would be used for that, and you'd want both seminars situated within that one zone. Now, good times for a seminar are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings, 7 p.m. if you're serving refreshments, or 6:30 p.m. if you're serving a meal. The only one little issue with that is Wednesdays. If you are in an area where there's a lot of church nights, you might want to avoid Wednesday evenings. But other than that, most of the rest of the country can do them Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings. Weekday and Saturday mornings and afternoons can also work if you want to attract seniors or people who don't work. Now, some professionals set times that are convenient for them and their staff. And consider your target market. If your target market includes working people, pre-retirees, then you'll want to make sure at least one of your seminars is in the evening. And for the highest attendance, evening seminars should start not earlier than 7 p.m. unless you're serving a meal, and then we recommend 6:30. And the reason why is that you want people to arrive at your seminar relaxed. And if you're not serving a meal, they have to have time to eat and get to your seminar in a relaxed state, and that puts them in the right buying mood. Let's talk about choosing facilities. When selecting facilities, it's very clear hotels and restaurants are number one as far as getting response. They are public facilities, they're not intimidating, and they are landmarks in the community that are usually easy to find. Now, many professionals like to have seminars in their own offices for their convenience. This can work for some offices, but not for others, so you'll have to test that. If you'd like to try seminars in your own office, or you already conduct seminars in your own office, I recommend you plan a sweep of 2 seminars, have one seminar in your office and the other at a public facility like a hotel or restaurant, and let the results tell you how effective your office is. Whatever you do, you want to change your facilities on a regular basis. You don't want to conduct your seminars in the same place all the time. We've found that seminar sites attract people from a certain circumference surrounding that site, and if you continue to have your seminars at the same site, you'll be marketing to the same people repeatedly, and your response will decline over time. So move your seminars around to different sites in different neighborhoods. Now let's move on to placing promotions. Once your seminars are scheduled, the next thing to do is place your promotions. And the most effective media are newspaper and direct mail. If you've tried these media before and been unsuccessful, it's not the media, it's the promotion you're using. And no matter what you've heard, newspaper is still effective. Your target market is still reading the newspaper. There are, of course, other media you could use, including radio or new media like social media, pay-per-click, but we're still finding that we get the most consistently reliable results when we're using traditional media, and for the seminars, the most effective are newspaper and direct mail. The average cost to advertise a seminar effectively in the mass media is $4,500. This could be spent on newspaper or direct mail or a combination of the two. So when you promote a seminar, the average practice spends $4,500 just on advertising. And that expenditure with our ads generates 40 to 60 reservations or seats filled for a non-meal seminar. That's a cost per lead of just $90. So write that down. For a non-meal seminar, the average cost per lead is $90. Now, if you do a meal seminar, the average response is 70 to 125 reservations for an average cost per lead of just $46. If you're currently promoting seminars and you're not getting this many reservations at this cost per lead, that just means there's room to improve the effectiveness of your promotions. Now, one objection we get when we raise the idea of a dinner seminar is that people will come just for the meal. Now, just so that you know, we've carefully tested this over several years, and we have found, following our system, that the appointment rate at a dinner seminar should be virtually the same as a non-dinner seminar. So if you are seeing people just coming for the meal, then I would really want to analyze what is going on in the seminar. Having a dinner seminar is more complex than having a non-dinner seminar. There's more to juggle. There's more things going on. And how you do that is going to have a direct impact on your appointment rate. But the advantage of a dinner seminar is that you should get more prospects at a lower cost per lead, and those should be qualified prospects. Now, when you conduct a meal seminar, it's recommended that you use a restaurant as opposed to a hotel if possible. Restaurants are known for their good food, and hotels may not have as strong of an attraction when it comes to thinking of a good meal. When you use a restaurant, there's usually no room charge either, just a cost per plate. So you can actually apply the money that you would normally pay for 2 hotel rooms toward the cost of your meal. So it really doesn't cost that much more to serve a meal, and it gives a nice image, and you get more attendees. Let's talk about effective ads and letters, because you do get what you pay for. And I recommend avoiding free services no matter how tempting they are. For example, you may be using the free services of your newspaper's ad layout department. And although the newspaper staff may be able to lay out a great-looking ad, they usually don't have the expertise or the training needed to create a highly responsive ad. And the same goes with vendors' ads. They may look great, but the true test of an ad is to run it and see what kind of response it gets. Beware of gimmicks and giveaways, like a drawing for a free service or a giveaway of a free trip in your ad. You want a qualified audience. And I recommend, if you're going to choose a firm to work with, I recommend using a direct response marketing firm rather than a traditional agency to create your ads. Traditional agencies are more concerned with image and branding than they are about getting response. They create ads with nice graphics and lots of white space. They want an ad to look good. Direct response firms, on the other hand, create ads to generate an immediate and direct response. And this is done through compelling text. It's the words that sell. It's not the white space. It's the words that sell. And there's a whole science behind this type of advertising. Research has been conducted since the 1950s on what compels people to respond to ads. And the good firms understand this research, and they'll track results to ensure that any ad that they create is effective. A good firm will even guarantee results. Now, on to the topic of taking reservations. Once your ad is placed or your letter is mailed, the next step is to start receiving reservations. And based on my experience with office staff taking reservations, I recommend a professional seminar reservation service. This type of service will handle incoming reservations. They'll also track your ad's response, and they'll make reminder calls the day before each seminar to help ensure a high show rate. Whether your staff or a professional service is taking reservations, there's a new 800 ad tracking system that we highly recommend. And what it is you can put a special 800 number in each ad that you run, and when someone dials that 800 number, it automatically captures the caller's phone number. So you'll know exactly how many calls that particular ad generated and from whom. And we're using the system for almost all of our clients now, and we do offer this service to anyone. You don't have to be a client to use the service, and I highly recommend it. With an effective reservation service, 80% plus of the people who make reservations will actually attend your seminar. So I want to repeat that so you can write it down. The show rate at your seminar should be 80% minimally. If your show rate is less than that, that means it can be improved. Now, once reservations are in, the next step is the actual seminar. And it's important that you and your staff arrive at the facility early, in plenty of time to set up the room and test all your equipment prior to the first guest arriving. And sometimes guests arrive a half hour early. So a couple of points on your seminar. Always use a microphone, no matter what the setting or how big the crowd is going to be. Always use a microphone, no exceptions, so that people sitting in the last rows can easily hear you. And at least serve refreshments, even if it's just coffee and cookies. You'll want to set up a registration table so people can check in as they arrive, and you should already have contact information for the people who called in for reservations. And you'll just want them to check that information to confirm its accuracy. You'll also have walk-ins, and you'll need to have a registration form they can complete with their contact information. Getting and confirming contact information is important for your database and later follow-up, so that's a crucial part of building your prospect list. Now, let's talk about the presentation itself. There are 3 parts to an effective presentation. There's the opening, the middle, and the closing. And the opening and closing are the 2 most important parts of a seminar. In the opening, you'll want to welcome everyone and thank them for attending. You'll also want to introduce yourself and give your credentials. And as I mentioned earlier, giving your credentials is imperative. I've talked to some professionals who don't feel comfortable giving their credentials, and they either just don't give them or they have a third party introduce them. I think it's important that you introduce yourself and tell people who you are and why they should consider coming to you. That's where you start building rapport with the audience. Now, the middle of the seminar is educational. We recommend describing the products or services you'd like to promote, but in layman terms. And it's better if the middle is basic and not too technical. Especially financial planning topics can become very technical. And what you're going to see is a low appointment rate at the end unless you keep it simple. Now, during the closing, it's important that you disclose the fees for the products and services that you've talked about. And if you have financing options, even if you only accept credit cards, let the audience know that. If you don't have a flat fee, give the average fee. Giving fees is important because you only want qualified people to schedule appointments with you. And the final step is to invite attendees to schedule a personal consultation with you and allow them to make their appointments right at the seminar. When you do this, you'll have people lining up to make appointments right at the back of the room. With an effective seminar, now write this down, at least 33% of the people in the room should make appointments. And that's a minimum. It should range between 33 and 50%. Okay, now, when making appointments, you want to have your staff make appointments that are not more than 2 weeks out from the seminar. That will help minimize cancellations and no-shows in your office. An effective show rate is 80%, so write that down. If your show rate is less than 80% in your office, then your seminar can be improved. Now, after the seminar, you'll want to have your staff make follow-up calls to leverage the number of appointments that you make. They can call all no-shows or people who didn't show up at the seminar, and they can invite these people to schedule another seminar in the suite, or they can offer an in-office consultation. They can also call everyone who scheduled consultations at the seminar and thank these people for attending and confirm their appointments. They can call people who didn't make appointments, again thanking them for attending and then offering them the chance to schedule that consultation. And of course, when you also want to make reminder calls the day before each appointment to help ensure that high show rate in your office. Now the next step is to conduct consultations and retain new clients. A normal conversion or closing rate is 50 to 75%, and you can write that down, 50 to 75%. If your closing rate is less than 50%, that means that your internal consultation system needs to be improved. Now I've given you a lot of numbers to write down, and I want to quickly review them for you. And there are really 5 ways that you can measure the effectiveness of your seminars. Number 1, if your seminar advertising is not generating a cost per lead of $100 or less, then you may want to try a more effective ad or letter. Number 2, if less than 80% of the people who make reservations actually come to your seminar, that means your reservation system needs to be improved. Number 3, if you're not making appointments at the seminar with at least 33% of the people in the room, the seminar can be improved. Number 4, if less than 80% of your consultations are showing up in your office, then your seminar and your follow-up needs to be improved. And number 5, if you're not converting at least 50% of your consultations to paying clients, then your seminar and consultation system needs to be improved. Now, you're all on this call because you either want to start doing seminars or you want to improve your current seminars. And I know some of you are interested in finding a marketing firm to work with, so I'm going to give you some factors to consider when selecting a professional or a firm to help you with your marketing. First, I think it's important that you find a firm with experience in your industry so you don't have to spend the time and money training them in a highly complex area. You'll also want to select a firm whose clients are highly satisfied. And many firms do hold their client list private, and that's okay, but they should certainly have letters or written testimonials from satisfied clients. I also recommend choosing professionals who have training in direct response advertising and who make it a policy to track the results of each promotion that they create. That way you can be assured knowing that you'll be spending your money on effective advertising and not throwing money away because you just don't know something isn't working. And finally, if you can get it, ask for a guarantee. Although many firms say they have a guarantee, when it comes right down to it, they won't give your money back. They'll simply create a new ad for you. They should be willing to put their money where their mouth is and provide a full refund if you're not satisfied with response. Now I want to tell you about our program and how we work with clients. We have a membership organization called the Marketing Alliance Program. We call it MAP for short, Put Your Practice on the Map. And there are 3 primary reasons practices join the MAP. The first reason is for access to already proven marketing materials. We have newspaper ads, direct mail pieces, radio spots, almost any type of promotion you can think of with the exception of TV, which we have found to be ineffective in these industries. And we personalize our promotions for your use with all of your practice information in there. We do all the creative work. And in addition, we research your local media so that we know exactly how to place these ads for the highest response. The second reason practices join is for our coaching services. And when you join, we actually assign a practice building consultant to work with you, and they work with you by phone. And what they do is they coach you and your staff in how to use our program so that you get the best results possible. The third reason practices join is for exclusivity. We work with only one practice per market area so that you'll have the exclusive use of our proven materials and coaching services in your area. And there are different levels of membership available depending on a practice's needs. In fact, there are 3 different levels of membership, and I want to list them for you and then just briefly describe each of them. Our lowest level of membership is the ad license membership. The next level up is the seminar marketing membership, and then our most popular membership is the practice building membership. Let's talk about the ad license membership first. The ad license membership is for practices that already have an effective seminar presentation, meaning they're making appointments with at least 1/3 of the people in the room right at the seminar, and all they need is more attendance at their seminars. In this membership, we provide you with the seminar promotions that will put lots more people in seats. Of course, these are qualified people. And to do this, we'll customize one of our proven seminar promotions for you. We'll work with the media and take care of placing those promotions in a manner that will generate the highest response. And of course, we'll track results so we'll know how many leads our promotions generate. and then we can compare how our promotions perform compared to yours. The membership fee for the Ad License program is $1,295 per month, and that's for an exclusive territory. If you generate just one extra client per month as a result of using our proven ads, the program would pay for itself, and you're sure to generate many more than that based on our track record. Remember the story I told you in the beginning about the professional who was getting good attendance at his seminars, and yet he decided to test one of our proven ads on a guaranteed basis? By taking that small risk of testing one of our promotions, he tripled his seminar attendance, which should have tripled his revenues. What if he had been able to pull the ads and not test ours? He never would have realized the same financial success by sticking with what he was already doing. So for those of you who already conduct seminars, no matter how good your promotions are, it should be a no-brainer to test a proven seminar promotion that's guaranteed to increase your attendance. The middle-level membership is our seminar marketing membership. This program is for those who want to add seminars to their marketing plan, or for those who already conduct seminars but want to improve overall results, including the number of appointments made. This membership provides you with a complete seminar marketing system that takes all the guesswork and trial and error out of seminar marketing. It includes the Ad License membership, so you'll receive the seminar ads you need to fill up your seminars. We also provide the seminar presentation in PowerPoint format, which includes a complete script. And by the way, our presentations are designed to motivate your audience to take the next step and schedule appointments with you. In fact, at least a third of the attendees will line up to make appointments before they even leave the seminar. And more will make appointments the next day when your staff follows up following our system. We provide written training materials as well as one-on-one coaching to help you and your staff every step of the way. The membership fee for the seminar marketing program is $1,795 per month for a month-to-month membership. There's no long-term contract required. You can receive a discount for an annual membership, which would bring your membership fee down to $1,595. Now, our most popular membership is the Practice Building membership. If you're conducting consultations and less than 50% of those prospects retain your services during that meeting, I would recommend this membership because it wouldn't be the best use of your money to advertise if you're not converting enough of the leads into paying clients. Or if you have a larger database of prospects or clients, several thousand records, let's say, and you're not regularly marketing to your database, I'd also recommend starting with this level because we'd be able to show you how to generate income from your database right away. This membership includes all of the benefits of the previous two memberships, but goes well beyond seminar marketing. In this membership, we create a personalized 12-month marketing plan for you that covers the 3 stages of marketing: lead generation, lead conversion, and referral generation. And we work with you one-on-one to help execute that plan and track results. In the lead generation stage, we start with public seminars, and we can later add in promotions to generate direct consultations when you're not doing seminars. And that's what makes up the lead generation stage. Now, in the lead conversion stage, we do 2 things. We help improve your consultations, and we help generate extra income from your database. For your consultations, we provide a complete system as well as one-on-one coaching that will help you move your closing rate to 75% or more. Our system is based on the Sandler sales method as well as research and human decision-making. It will give you a process for how to conduct your consultations based on how motivated a prospect is to move forward. And we'll show you how to find out at the beginning of each meeting whether or not a prospect is ready to retain you. If they are, great. If not, I'll show you how to conduct a shorter consultation, still giving the prospect value. As for database marketing, we'll provide the promotions that can generate a steady stream of income from your database. On average, our database promotions have a 3 to 10% response rate, and they're designed to be sent quarterly. In the referral generation stage, we show you how to increase the number of referrals you receive by implementing some simple systems to proactively ask for referrals from your clients, prospects, and other professionals, all in a non-salesy manner. Think about it. If you could just get one referral from every 3rd person you asked, that would generate a significant increase in revenues. Our 3-stage marketing plan is designed to maximize your return on investment. You spend advertising dollars in the lead generation stage, and each stage thereafter leverages the income that can result. In effect, we're squeezing the last drop of juice out of the orange, with the orange being your advertising expenditure. The membership fee for the practice building program is $1,995 per month. This is a 12-month membership, after which it converts to a month-to-month membership. Now, all of our programs come with a 60-day guarantee. We guarantee the first 60 days because that's how long it takes us to promote your first seminar sweep. So from the date we start to the date of your first seminar can be anywhere between 4 and 6 weeks out, depending on the media. It takes a little bit longer for direct mail. And during your first 60 days, you'll have the chance to see how you like working with us. You'll see the results of your first promotion. And if you're not completely satisfied, for any reason, we will refund your membership fee for those first 2 months. So your outside risk to try our services would be your cost of advertising. And if you're already spending money on advertising, there's really no risk to try us out. Now, let's take a moment to review what we've covered so far. First, we know why seminars should be a part of our marketing plans. We know when, where, and how to conduct seminars for the best results. We know how to advertise seminars to get the highest attendance. And you also now know about MAP membership and how you can try our services on a guaranteed basis. So what's the next step? Well, I'd like to offer each of you a free phone consultation so we can personally answer your questions and consult with you. The call would last about 30 minutes, and it would be helpful to have anyone involved in making decisions about your marketing on that phone call. Now, during our call, here's what we're going to do. We're going to discuss your current marketing and how it's working. We'll also discuss your goals and whether or not your current marketing is helping you reach your goals. And based on what you tell us, we'll give you our specific recommendations for improving your marketing. There's no obligation. This call is simply a way for you to hear our recommendations and get your questions answered, so you'll know how to move forward with your marketing. If that's something you'd like to do, just click the link on this page. Now, as you think about whether to schedule this consultation, you might want to ask yourself this question. If your practice continued to grow over the next 5 years, as it has over the past 5 years, would that be satisfactory to you? If it would, that's great. You're on the right track. You don't need to do anything different. But if it wouldn't be satisfactory, that just means you need to do something different, and that's what this call is about. You'll receive an action plan specifically for your business, so you'll know what to do to move forward. Now, if you're seriously interested in the memberships we discussed and you're ready to join, just pick up the phone and call us, because membership is limited to only one practice per area, and if another practice joins, you wouldn't be able to. We actually just had this situation happen. A practice was on one of these calls and interested but delayed setting a consultation just for a few days, and membership was taken. When we called him to let him know, he was pretty upset because he was thinking about the program and talking with his staff about it and getting pretty excited. So we don't want that to happen to you. So if you're ready to go, just call us, and I'm going to give you the number. It's 1-800-553-0135, extension 2. That's 1-800-553-0135, extension 2. I want to thank you for participating in our webinar today, and if you have any questions that have not been answered or you want to talk about anything in particular to your practice, please schedule an appointment with us and we'll be happy to speak with you. Thank you very much.